Okay, so this is the garage.
Yeah,
I'm Steven Chinn.
Get
Charles
into it.
I'm Zane.
I'm T. Hayes.
Welcome. We're going to talk about anything we want.
I think that's a bad idea.
Why?
Nah.
Why?
As long as we don't let you talk too much.
No.
Yeah.
Bring up the first topic.
Let's talk about some
Next.
interesting shit.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the discussion on morality versus
Man,
principle.
It's not even that deep. I don't live by morals because morality is way too subjective, and we tend to push our morality on other people and respect our morality on other people. And also, morality typically comes from, not always, comes from religion. So as a non-religious person, I just don't see. Yeah, I don't believe in objective morality. I don't believe in objective good and evil. Everybody has their own opinion. So I consider I'm a man of principle because I have a set of values and I have rules for myself. And if I break those rules, then there's consequences either internally or externally, depending on what exactly I did wrong in the sense of me.
That's morals, too.
That's not morals, because it's more of a good, morality is more of a good and evil thing, in my opinion. That's the thing, it's so wishy-washy. It's honestly
killing someone.
pointless to discuss. What?
Killing someone.
What about it?
That's morality. Like, would you kill someone?
But that's also a principle.
Maybe.
Because it's like, there's a principle to not murder people.
Well, it's a personal thing. Like, we all have different principles. Because look at us, we're all wearing different clothes and wearing different.
I had to change. We were wearing the same thing earlier, remember?
Huh?
Remember we were wearing the same thing earlier?
No, we weren't.
Yeah, we were.
No, we weren't. You lied. You lied. I'm a man of principle because I have a value set. I don't believe in good and evil.
You don't believe in good and evil?
Not really.
How?
But you said you were.
How does that
black
make
person.
sense?
I am a black.
Whoa. We are
Oh,
not
man.
getting into
I am
that
a
conversation
You see
again.
the world through black and white? Yeah, I do.
All right, let's move on.
No, wait. What did I just say?
You don't believe in good and evil?
Yeah, why not?
I believe in nature, and in nature, ugly things are gonna happen that people consider ugly, and that's just nature. Like, if you think about death or murder, right? When a tiger kills a gazelle, nobody goes nuts, but when a person kills a person, people go nuts. Or a person kills a deer just because they wanted to, then they go nuts. It's so subjective to the point. It's the same thing. We're, no matter how you like it or not, people don't like when I say this, but we're animals too. We're living organisms too. We're just super advanced. That's all. So I don't know. I don't believe murder is evil. It's not a principle that I live. My value system, I know I don't want to murder anybody, but I don't believe it's evil. I believe it's nature.
But
when it comes.
But okay, so wait, you brought up the argument of like we're animals too, but like other species, right? But other species kill to eat or survive, like, but we don't like us aimlessly murdering is still
death, though, in my opinion. And I don't.
But like, there's no
like to a
purpose.
different
But there's a
extent.
purpose behind it. Like, it wasn't a death in vain. Like, a tiger killing a gazelle is not in vain. But if you just kill another person on the street, that's in vain because you can't do anything unless you're gonna eat that person.
Unless it's not in vain because everything happens for a reason. So
That's subjective too.
That is subjective.
okay. See, then the whole argument just gets. I mean, the whole discussion in itself just gets blown out the water, which is why I don't discuss morality, because it's so subjective in the first place. Because my theory is everything happens for a reason. Not talking anything divine. It's just I believe the world through a lens of hard determinism, where every action is determined, and that free will is an illusion. So that person killing that person in vain, it might be in vain from your eyes, but for some reason, there was a reason that he killed that person, even if he doesn't know it.
Oh, so but you said
So-
it's not divine, but that kind of sounds.
Yeah,
like
that sounds like
It's more of a genetic, like, nature thing, because there's so when we're born.
Because wouldn't it, okay, but that completely like depletes like an argument because it's like you're saying it's not divine, but it's meant to be.
Not in the sense of divinity, But hard determinism says that all of our action that we do now is based upon prior actions or prior experiences, not out of free
Oh,
will.
you're saying like through genetic, like
Not even genetics, literally everything. Think about think about this. If you put yourself in a situation that you had before, let's say you had two choices.
Mm-hmm.
Use your left hand or your right hand for something in the past, right? You made that decision then. Now, that same decision that you made then, if you put yourself in the same exact shoes, like if you made a duplicate of yourself, you would make the same exact decision, because the knowledge that you have at that point hasn't changed. You haven't changed.
I get what you're saying.
Like, there's no free will because that's the only choice you could make.
I get what you're saying, but I have another theory.
Okay.
The parallel universe theory
that's definitely, yeah.
is where if you take that same thing that you were talking about, like right hand or left hand, and then say you choose the left hand, blah, 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 blah. You're in the reality in which you chose the left hand.
Okay.
But there's another reality
That you did.
that exists in which you chose the right hand that you're not in right now.
Maybe.
Nah, it's
No,
like
it's
definitely,
gotta
like,
be
yeah,
true, like,
yeah.
It's gotta be true.
Because
you have
there's
two
so many
choices.
like everything.
But
I feel like
you're
every
always
day
gonna
you
make
break
that
up.
choice. Unless you time travel, you're always gonna make that choice.
No, but you're
But
thinking
how
of
do
it. You're thinking of it very like linear.
Yeah.
Like I don't think of space and time as linear. I think of it like
Space and
multiple different continuums. If that makes sense. So that's what creates free will, is that you can at any given moment you can choose, and then it branches off into another.
But that's not free will, is it? Because the only reality we know, because you can't say, oh, the reality exists, because you don't know. The world we're living in now, that's the only world we know. So I get the theory, it's a theory concept, right? But in my eyes, it doesn't make sense. Mainly for me, because I don't believe in free will myself. I believe in like I said, hard determinism. If for the people listening and watching, watch Crash Course. Just search Crash Course Hard Determinism, because I was having this conversation with somebody before, but I felt like my thought. I feel like I can't be the first person who's thinking this.
No, but okay. So to combat hard determinism, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a decision in which like you were pretty much until the last second unsure?
Yeah.
So it could just be like, what if that little uncertainty just flipped your opinion right at the last
But
second?
it didn't.
But how do you know that?
But like
Because
you're saying like if you went back in time, put yourself in the exact same shoes,
yeah.
how do you know that that's this time that split second will go the opposite way?
Because it didn't happen. It didn't actually happen. What
But
happened?
I know it
happened.
couldn't.
Huh?
How do you know it couldn't?
Because you're making a duplicate of yourself. Literally a duplicate in the same time, with the same knowledge, with the same DNA, with the same genetic, with the same tendencies.
Right.
You're gonna make the same decision.
But that's not true.
Think
Not
about making
necessarily.
every decision backwards. Like it's like you function through you function through every day and you're like, I'm not gonna do this the way that I want to do it.
That's determined.
That's literally saying like we're robots. We would make the same. Like I could literally go home. Everybody brushes their teeth. Well, not everybody. Most people brush their teeth. Hopefully, every morning and every night.
Yeah.
And say you're brushing for years, your whole life. You go brushing your teeth every morning, every night with your right hand, and then the next day you decide, you know what? Today I'm gonna brush my teeth with my left hand.
It's
How do you
determined.
explain that?
That's
How is it
determined.
determined?
Because you, for some reason in your head, you had a revelation or you had a change of heart. That actually happened. Based on, I always tie in genetics because
Okay,
our natural
but
tendencies
on
are
your hard determinism, right?
Yeah.
You said everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
How do you know that? With hard
Because-
determinism, by definition, you're saying that it's like
That's solid.
you're making the decision and it actually happened, but you could theoretically nothing could be happening for a reason. Like you don't know that either.
Well, not for, because when we say everything happens for a reason, typically we think of divinity or outside forces. When I say everything happens for a reason, everything happens for a reason now because of a prior reason, because of a prior action or a prior or experience. Like we're in here, all four of us in here together, based on prior actions. Millions of prior actions.
Wait, yes, I agree.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're saying those actions couldn't have been changed in any
I
way.
couldn't. Well,
So
in the
every
sense of
decided-
that you can go back in time, but making in the same free will is like I said, it's illusion. We think we have free will, but our experience make us who we are. Those are
But don't you have the free will to create your own
can create
experiences?
your own reality.
What you think. That's what you think.
No, when you
No,
come
you
out,
literally
you
create
come out
your
of the
own
womb.
reality.
You come out of the womb. Like, okay, so if you birth someone and kept them in a dark closet
Okay.
for the first 5 years of their life, they wouldn't know how to speak. They wouldn't know how to walk. They wouldn't know anything, right? So how are you saying then that is predetermined? Because literally we're going out and we're making our own decisions, and so we can, like, basically those decisions aren't based upon anything. You know what I'm saying?
That made no sense.
There's a lot of things that don't make sense because you're saying that you don't believe in divinity, but you still think that everything is designated on a path. So
But
like,
it has nothing to do with divinity. It's
How?
nothing.
How?
It's nothing to do with
No,
higher
okay, so
powers.
when you're birth, like when you come out of the womb, what prior actions do you have?
Sex happened.
But that's not you.
It happens it's a reason. It doesn't have to be you. It's still a reason. Like all of us four are here together because
So there's
our
some
parents
force.
had sex.
There's some force that's
not even a force, just an action.
then how does
Yeah,
how
I'm
does
kinda lost
that,
in
yeah,
this.
that completely depletes your
No, it doesn't.
I
whole
could've
argument
decided
and that
today.
you're on free will
How does
again.
it?
Because you're saying that there's not a force drawing you towards
Right.
that, so that means that you have
It's
free
not like
will.
a divine force. Not in my opinion.
but it is a
Then
force.
that means it's free will.
The force being other people's actions.
What is
But
okay?
other
So
people's
I guess what
actions
is
are
the
guided
definition of free will then?
Huh?
Right.
is
What
the
is your definition?
Free will acting acting mindlessly? Well, no. Acting with complete without it's literally free will is impossible because you're acting without knowledge, basically. Acting without anything.
No,
not
free
true.
no
Free will
free
is just
free will
choice.
is the will to do to do anything that you want,
Right.
like the freedom to do anything that you want.
Like I could have just said
Like how
I
y'all
think
said
we
with
kinda
the whole
disagree.
brushing.
right.
I think
Like-
we kind of disagree on the whole free will thing.
I think
Because-
we have different perspectives on what free will is.
Yeah. Because if you think about, I taught this into a lot of divine stuff like God, right? So people think God's plan, right? So anything, wait, where was I going with this? Forgot. Free will. It's been a minute since I had this conversation. I used to be more fresh at this. God's
No, okay, I think so what I personally think
Yeah.
is that we have free will to a certain extent, but there's certain benchmarks in life that are predetermined.
I
if
do
that makes
believe
sense.
Yes,
heavily.
yes,
Like there's
yeah.
definitely lessons you have to go through in each individual's life.
Yeah.
that they have to learn.
Exactly.
I believe that.
So like I don't know, what is a benchmark? I don't know, say I was married, right?
Okay.
Getting married would have happened in my life one way or another, but the path I took could have changed, and that's the free will aspect of it.
That's where we disagree.
So
I think it's all determined.
you think
So you
everything
believe-
is determined.
You believe that
But determined
So-
based on prior actions.
Milestones are landmark. Milestones are.
I
like,
mean,
you have to have those. And then just keep going.
I mean, yeah, it's just this is a good conversation though because it's definitely like broadening all of our perspectives, which is good. But
Think about we take
but
this conversation,
you can't
right?
you can't not act out of past.
Exactly. That's the point.
he's saying
But
that's the
that's-
only thing that exists.
But that you're tying that back to free will.
yeah.
But I'm saying that I know my current choices are based on past experiences, but the knowledge of knowing that I can choose between a plethora of different things
Right,
It's because
is my free will.
it's because you learned about free will, so you think you have free will.
Ooh, that's
Okay, so
I see where you're going.
It's
That's
all
deep.
an illusion.
Spicy.
Yeah, we think we have free will because I have free will. I can sit jerk off all day, or
I
go to
see
work.
what you're saying now. But then,
But it's determined, like your nature. Like you're not gonna say I'm gonna jerk off all day because in your nature, which is predetermined based on actions, experiences, and genetics, you're gonna do a certain thing versus the other.
but that's not true.
But some,
at least to me, I feel like that's not true. Like,
I guess our definition of free will is the same.
I feel our
I think
definition
that-
of
I
free
think
will
so.
are different between us. But I encourage y'all, everybody watch that crash course video, because like I said, I was like, I can't be the only one who thinks this way. So I was kind of doing my research on it, and it's it's been this way since people have been philosophizing about this. I think since the 14th century or something like that. Something like that. I could be completely wrong, but crash course, Hard Determinism. Watch it. Great video. Explains exactly my opinions.
all right, well, I think that was pretty
Another
good.
food for thought, right? There is, even if there was time travel, you could technically never go back in time because the very essence of you going back in time is your future.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I didn't. That one went
That's
over my head.
crazy, right?
Because that means that your future would be then.
Oh, because
Exactly.
And that
keep
means that,
traveling.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, time travel is crazy. I can't even
That's
talk about
scary.
it.
That's why you can't think like I just don't personally believe that you can think that like the universe is in one like continuum, you know?
Mhm.
Like there has to be multiple different ones.
No, there definitely is.
Could be. You never know. Who knows what's
What if you
going
like
on?
switch? What if you like switch brackets like when you die? It's like,
Oh, yeah.
that's what I've always
I
been
can
thinking. I'm like, do you actually like
Like
you
switch
switch into
timelines?
it? Yeah, you switch into like
Yeah.
a different timeline, and
Yeah.
then you're like
Right.
you live
Like
like,
near-death
a different
experiences?
life, like, bro.
There's just too many. There's too many. Yeah, the universe is just too big.
Bro, people do DMT and experience people's
I
lives.
don't know what that means.
I
Bro,
would not touch that.
no, people do DMT and
What is that?
experience like complete other lives.
What is
They're
that?
on
Like,
drugs. I don't trust.
no,
people on
it's
drugs.
like no, because it's like
It's produced in your body.
yeah, it's like when you sneeze, you produce DMT.
So
Like it's
And-
released before you die.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying because I'm like, if this is possible, like even still being on
wait, what
drugs,
does DMT do again?
it's just like
They call it like the spirit molecule, basically.
What does
yeah,
it do though?
It makes you completely lose your ego. You have an out of body experience. You see a bunch of like fractal patterns and stuff. Basically, you travel outside your body, I guess, but you're still inside your body.
Like
But if
astral
that-
projecting?
But if
That's
these
not the
things
same.
are possible, these little things that are being triggered by these little things are possible. What the fuck else is there?
What are you talking
No,
about?
like
You gotta look into it. Like
I will.
what we're
Yeah,
saying
see.
is like not.
It's-
Kid Cudi did it. Like,
yeah, it's
he
like
talks about it.
no, because it's like with like you guys are probably like blank on this, but like with psychedelics, there's like a whole nother like realm that you can experience. It's really weird, and if that's possible with doing a drop of acid, that's like scary. What else could be like?
right?
What,
A lot of people underestimate the power of the brain. So,
No, really.
So
What's
you're
that?
doing these drugs, messing up the chemical balance in your brain. It can make you
Messing
experience-
up or enhancing?
you seen Limitless?
changing from the norm, changing from the equilibrium.
Okay.
We're, right now, assuming none of us are higher drunk, we're in.
But
the
wait.
equilibrium.
Time out. To go based on your theory, right?
Yeah.
How do you know we're at equilibrium yet?
What's that have to do with? Is that you talking
We've
about hard
evolved
determinism?
from
Yeah.
what?
I mean, I guess it's tangential, but like, still, how do you know we're at equilibrium?
You don't.
I was just guessing
Oh,
because I said assuming none of you are higher drunk. I was, we're all sober. That's what I'm trying to say. Like people have, there's a ton of Christians. You know how so many Christians will be like, oh, I died for 5 minutes and I came back to life and I saw Jesus and Jesus was telling me all these things. I saw my family in heaven and blah blah blah. That's because when you die or something like that, when you lose oxygen flow to the brain, your brain starts to hallucinate and all kinds of crazy stuff. And people think it's so real. Like your dreams are so real, but it's not real.
How
You
do
know how real
How do you know?
It's not real. It's not real.
How do you know?
Because you wake up in your reality. But
So-
I get what you're saying.
How do you?
I get what you're
But
saying.
no,
know
I've had
anything.
some real dreams.
I've never
I
really
wake
had
up
a real
and I'm
dream
like,
before.
How do you know it's not like another realm? You just don't know.
I've always known that I'm in a dream.
Oh, you one of those special people. I heard about people like you. You one of those special people.
Yeah, I feel like when people say, "Oh, my dreams were so like," I feel like I lucid dream a lot.
Yeah, that's what
I feel like we're the same to a point because I know that I'm in a dream, but it still feels real. If that makes any sense, it feels like
I feel like I've woken up from a dream and then immediately gotten what is it? Sleep paralysis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've literally gone through the motion of me like realizing I'm in a dream, the dream stopping and me being frozen like in time.
really.
Yeah.
crazy.
That's scary.
That is scary.
And
then
woke up. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's like really feels really really heavy, and like it's just like a ringing. Yeah.
It's weird.
But like I could move my eyeballs.
That's crazy.
It's like it was so weird.
I would not.
That makes my flesh crawl, bro. That seems like the black room from like you guys seen what's the little kids hunting like yeah on purpose. What's the little kids hunting demons in the Upside Down? Stranger Things.
Oh yeah.
Y'all seen like when they're in like the complete black room when like they're like when it's just like kind of like a little bit of water on the ground, but it's just like a complete that. That's what I'm thinking about when you say that.
Oh really?
Just like in there, all you can do is move your eyes. Like
Cue the clip.
cue the clip. We're putting it right here, even though there's not a green screen. But we got you today.
I tweeted this before. Sleep paralysis is one of my guilty pleasures.
No, it really is fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, what is that thing that like? Why do humans enjoy pain? Like or suffering? A lot of people do enjoy pain.
It gives you another bracket to work with.
I think
It's like you don't have
it's
enough.
like so easy for us to live. We
Be more
eat like
specific about
pain as in okay, like weightlifting. Like I'm pretty into weightlifting, like fitness and stuff.
I don't hurt myself.
But you
Some
do.
people do, but you are to a degree.
But like, yeah, you're just putting yourself through fucking turmoil day in and day out. You're just hurting.
Okay, well, say you see like a 250-pound dude ripped, and he's just you can hear him throughout the gym.
Is he hurting?
Watching him
probably
breaking
hurting
blood
himself.
vessels in his eyes.
Are you sure he's hurting?
Okay,
or is he just pushing
a video
himself?
of a man deadlifting like 3,000 pounds. I know that's not possible, but you've seen those videos.
He's accomplishing feats. You got to go into something else.
Okay, no. Stay on that. He's
Okay.
accomplishing feats.
Okay.
Is that why?
Yes.
Is that why we go through it?
I mean, challenges create. We have to challenge ourselves.
Challenges, okay.
Yeah. We have to challenge. We got to push ourselves. That's why I push all my friends. My friends be, like, or people, especially people who don't know me, they get upset at me because I'm always pushing people.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm always pushing people to be great. Like, I don't say things to be a hater. I say things to break it down to make you stronger, basically. I think a lot of people think I'm an asshole because I'll be blunt and honest. But I'm blunt and honest because I want the best for you. That's just how I was raised, though.
It's just a lot of people can't. Not a lot of people. There's two people. People that need to be, okay, now you can do this and this, or the other people that are like, if you don't do this right now, like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
as far as parenting.
Yeah.
That's
Man,
weird.
parents, ooh. You just never know what you're gonna get, bro.
Never know. And you can tell. I was gonna say this earlier, but like, when you're born, like you can even, I don't know if y'all have little cousins, or little nieces, nephews, whatever, but you can tell what kind of person they're gonna be just by how they act when they're like 3.
That's true.
Like I've been this way since
I have like a bunch of little cousins, right? And I know exactly which two of them are gonna be the smartest.
See, that's cute.
Crazy.
Easily.
They be jealousing.
That's crazy. Man, that teachers must really be able to see it all.
Yeah.
Like, all right, this one's gonna be a.
Said fuck this kid. Said fuck this kid.
This one reminds me of my son, so I'm gonna do X, Y, Z. Like, man, shout out to all the teachers, man. That's really important. Even though y'all don't get paid nothing.
Shout out. Shout out. How do y'all feel about the color thing?
What color thing?
Like
That was so vague.
Yeah, what color thing?
like how like my blue could be different from your blue, but we'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never know.
You never heard that before? So like basically, it's like we could be seeing completely different colors, but like this is black to everyone, but that's just because we learned it as black, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it could be, if I were in your head, it could be a different color.
I can see that. I can see that 100%.
Yeah.
Because because like with artists, like I follow so many different artists, and the way that people use like their platelet of colors is so like different, and how it's like so unique to everybody. I feel like I don't feel like everybody sees it the same.
Right anymore.
No, it's kind of like, think about it. If I told you.
So wait, what color is this?
Black.
Right, but how do you know?
It's not the colors to shade.
Here we go.
Well, okay, same thing. What shade is this?
Black.
Okay. Actually, let's just use
That
a
is kind
color.
of true though.
A color.
It's a hue.
What color is this? What color is this?
Red.
Okay, but how do you know? How do you know that your red is not my yellow?
Like you're experiencing it at the same intensity.
Yeah, not even that, but like just differently, completely. Because this could be this could be your yellow in my eyes, but
it's not though, so I don't get it.
It's like you're learning colors not by their actual color, but by their distinct positions, so to say. Like, I don't know if that's making sense with like what I'm saying, but it's like, oh, this right here, like they're showing you 8 colors on a board or whatever.
Yeah.
They're like, this color right here is going to be the black. But it's purple in his eyes, it's yellow in his eyes, it's green in his eyes.
Exactly.
But they're like, okay, this is going to be my color. This is going to be the yellow. Maybe you're seeing the yellow like a different color. Everyone's like, oh, look at my yellow sweatshirt. But it's fucking green to somebody, it's blue to somebody, and
but
it's orange to
we'll
somebody.
never know because we all call it yellow.
Exactly, because that's like what our unique reality is.
Okay. Wait, well, no, it still don't make sense though.
But how do I know? Like we're both seeing red, right?
Yeah.
But how do I know that what I am seeing
But
is
it's
the
just a
same
label
thing?
though.
It is.
I don't get it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It's not
That's the
saying.
that's the entire basis of the argument is that if I stepped into your brain for a second, my world could be completely inverted, completely different. Like blues could be yellows could be greens, and all that stuff.
That's if we put different labels on the same color.
But it's not. It's the way that you're
I'm saying-
processing it in your head. That
I'm
has
saying
nothing to do with
this
perception.
physical thing in reality, right?
Yeah.
Has one name to all of us, right? Red.
Okay.
But how do we know that we're seeing the same thing?
Think about it
Like you'll
this.
never know if
Because it's just
what
the
I'm
other
seeing
different
right now, if we both stare at this right here, you'll never know if we are seeing the same thing.
Like, think about it, bro. Like,
Because you only can experience.
You can only experience
So
your
you're
eyes
only
through your
experiencing
eyes.
Yeah.
He's only experiencing him.
Yeah.
I'm only experiencing. That's crazy.
It's a wild theory. I think it's implausible in certain ways because I don't think I'm registering it.
I think you are.
No, because
What if this in your eyes is my yellow?
but we both see red.
But
Right,
do
that's the
you?
label. But like you said, that's just the label for whatever this is.
Yeah.
But how do we know what this is the same thing in both of our eyes?
Because